Hello everyone, welcome to Joyful Creations. This is Jayashri this side. Today I'm sharing with you all a process tutorial on how to create your own altered journal covers. But before we dive into the tutorial, please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest videos. To begin with, I have here an A5 size notebook. So this is an Amazon Basics notebook in black color. It comes with an elastic closure. I have opened it from the middle so that it lays flat on my table, and I have added two pieces of white paper inside of the journal cover so that any paint does not seep into the cover or inside the journal. I am starting with Gothic script stencil from Finnabair and using 3D matte gel to apply through the stencil. I am not using texture paste here, but you can definitely use texture paste. I just wanted to give a very nice matte, transparent kind of a look to the background, so that's why I'm using this. You can definitely use your texture paste here. Next, I have cut out this beautiful picture of a lady from Carte Postal tissue paper from Finnabair again. I've just simply randomly cut it out. Now I'm using water and 0 number brush to trim out even more paper around the face of the lady. This helps me give nice rough edges so that it looks blended when I stick it on my journal cover. It is more or less like trimming down your tissue paper for decoupage. Now since my journal cover is all black, I wanted to brighten up the background for the lady, so I'm applying a little bit of white gesso only around the area where I'm going to place my lady. And since gesso has sticking qualities in it, I'm going to adhere it while the gesso is still wet. Once the tissue paper with the lady design is stuck to the journal cover as well as the 3D matte gel has dried up, I'm going to cover the whole background of the journal with black gesso. This one is very special to me as I have created this as a gift for Priyanka Singh. You may know her by the name of Preeka. She runs a community called Preeka Handcrafts, and she is a beautiful paper crafter and album maker. And I really wanted to gift her something really beautiful in which she can pen down her to-do lists or anything for that matter. And I will be sharing with you at the end of the video her reaction when I gave this to her on her birthday. Now once the gesso has dried, I'm going to start embellishing the journal cover. I have already pre-gessoed my embellishments using black gesso. I'm using here Mechanica molds from Finnabair, Moon and Stars mold from Finnabair, as well as the Roman number mold from Prima Marketing. I'm using heavy body gel to adhere them. I'm not using hot glue here because this is going to be a gift for somebody and I don't want the embellishments to be coming off after a certain period of time. Heavy body gel will make sure that all my embellishments stick in their place over the very long period of time. Also, I'm using a wet paint brush, a very small size paint brush, 2 or 4 number will do. A wet paint brush to clean out the heavy body gel that seeps out on adhering the embellishments. The focal point for my art journal cover is going to be this lady. All my embellishments are going to be around her and not the focus of the art journal cover. That's why I've started creating my composition over her head, making it look like as if things are coming out of her head. Like her thinking machine is on and everything is just churning up and creating ideas which can be written down in this journal itself. The list of all the products I've used in this tutorial is given in the description box below, so do check that out. Also, please do give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying watching this tutorial. done with the composition, you can either let it air dry or use your heat tool to dry the heavy body gel underneath the embellishments. I have let it air dry for a couple of hours and that is good to go. Now, before adhering any kind of paints, I have also sealed the tissue paper with decoupage glue. I'm sorry I couldn't record it. I've used DecoArt decoupage glue. Next, I'm using Finnabare's acrylic impasto paints in the color lemon peel and linen. I'm mixing them both to get a very nice undertone for the skin color. I'm adding a little bit of water onto the tissue paper and then applying the color. Since the color is still too dark for my liking, I'm dabbing it off with the tissue paper so that only a hint of color is there on the lady. Also, I'm drying it side by side using my heat tool so that none of the water seeps inside the journal cover. Next, I'm going in with the raspberry pink impasto paint color. This is going to be one of my base colors for the art journal cover. I'm going to dry brush this all over my journal cover, making sure that I don't add any paint to my lady. I'm adding just a little bit of spray of water wherever I feel that the paint is not blending properly into the black color, or wherever I feel the paint is a little bit more than my liking. Done with the pink color, I'm going in with the Victorian green color. This is a very beautiful green color and I'm in love with this color. I'm also making sure that I'm heat setting the pink color first so that they don't mix together. Instead, the green color creates a new layer on top of the pink. Again, I'm using a dry brush to add this color as well. A metallic paint. This is an Opal Magic paint in the color pink blue. Opal Magic paints are the ones which change color as per the background color. So if your background color is dark, they will give you a blue color. If your background color is white, they will give you a pink color. So here you can see, as soon as I apply this color, the whole background, the whole color on my journal cover changes like magic. Once that is dried, I'm going in with my waxes. I'm starting with Old Denim. This is one of my favorite colors. I recently purchased it specially for making this journal, to be honest. And it's a beautiful color. I'm just highlighting some of the embellishments, not all of them, just a little bit here and there, that's all. And I'm also going to be adding the same color on the back of the journal cover. As you can see, I have not added any impasto paints or any metallic paint on the back of the journal cover because I wanted to keep it a little more darker than the front of the cover. Next, I'm going in with a matte wax, which is a charcoal black wax. It is not a very dark black suit kind of a color, it's a very dusky black color. And since I had lost all the black color in the background, I'm adding this here and there to get more highlights. Next, I'm going in with another matte wax, which is a patina blue color. It is again a very beautiful shade, so pigmented and so beautiful. And you can see how beautifully it highlights the area where I'm applying it. And lastly, I'm using my all-time favorite Vintage Gold. This wax is love. I cannot finish any mixed media project without this wax color. It adds so much charm, it adds so much grace to the whole design. It's just fantastic. colors in the back of the journal cover as well, so that it looks a little more blended but still a little more darker than the front. A firebird color onto the girl's cheek so that it looks a little bit more rosy and realistic. Also adding a little bit of pink, Indian pink color there on her cheek. And here's the reaction by Priyanka when I gifted her the journal.
Yes, please. Something is super heavy. And मुझे टेप बचानी है यार.
मैं और भेज दूंगी.
I can put it on my project. Oh my God! Seriously, ये मुझे दे दोगे?
Do you like it?
Yes. When did you do this?
Surprise, surprise!
बनाई कब है?
I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial and her epic reaction to the gift. If you do try this, do tag me in your creation on social media. I would love to see them. Before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Also, do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.